Hello students, welcome to SJ's English tutorial. My video contains main points of the lesson which will be useful to you for the examination. This will make your revision easy and helps you to answer all types of questions. Today, I will explain you the first poem of Class 12 English, My Mother at 66 from the textbook Flamingo. Before starting the poem, let's know about the poetess. This poem, My Mother at 66, was written by Kamala Das. Kamala Das was a well-known short story writer, novelist, a columnist and a poetess in Malayalam as well as in English. Her original name was Kamala Suraya. Her pen name in Malayalam was Madhavikutti. Pen name in English was Kamala Das. Her works are known for originality, versatility and native flavor of Kerala. She was born on March 31st in 1934, Punnayarkulam in Malabar, Kerala. She left the world on May 31st in Pune, Maharashtra. Her famous works are Alphabet of Lust, Padmavati the Harriet, Yente Kada, My Story, Punishment in the Kindergarten, My Mother at 66, etc. She had received Kerala Sahitya Akademi Award, Kendra Sahitya Akademi Award, Asian Poetry Prize, Muttat Varki Award, etc. She was shortlisted for the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1984. Now let's see the poem. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, dozed, open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, looked at her wan pale as a late winter's moon and felt that old familiar ache. My childhood's fear. Amma, all I did was smile and smile and smile. Now let's see the theme of the poem. Kamala Das captured the complex subtleties of human relationships in this poem, My Mother at 66. The theme of the poem is the fear of loss of separation of dear and loved ones in the process of aging, which is the universal law of nature. Here, the poetess felt the pain and fear of losing her mother because her mother became old and her age was 66. As the poetess is bound to her duty, she bid a farewell with a smile and hope in her heart that she would see her mother again. Now let's see all the main points of the poem step by step. Through this poem, Kamala Das beautifully described her affection and love towards her mother. Her fear of losing her mother pained her. The poet was driving her car from her home to the Cochin airport. She was duty bound, so she had to leave her mother and go to another place. Her mother was seated beside her. She looked at her mother while she was driving. Her mother had dozed off with open mouth. Her face was looking pale due to aging. Her posture in sleep appeared like a dead body. The poetess suddenly realized with a great pain that her mother became very old. This thought had pained her a lot. The ashen and pale face of her mother pained her a lot. The poetess diverted her thoughts and looked at the world outside. The trees were sprinting, the children were happy, and they were spilling out of their homes. The outer world is lively and full of activities. The poetess reached the airport. She had completed the security check. She stood a few yards away and looked at her mother's pale, lifeless face. Her face was colorless and looked like a late winter's moon. After looking at her mother, her childhood's familiar ache arose in her heart. Her childhood fear was losing of her mother due to aging. At the age of 66, anything could happen to her mother. Aging, decay, and death is a common phenomenon of universal pain of loss and separation. The poetess hid her feelings. She continuously smiled to hide her fear. She had a strong hope in her heart that she would see her mother again. Now we will see the poetic devices used in the poem. There is no rhyme scheme, it is written in a free verse. Free verse is a type of poetry that doesn't have rhyme and meter. My Mother at 66 is written in free verse. Alliteration is the repetition of a consonant sound or a letter at the starting of two or more closely placed words. Alliteration is used in the following words of the poem. My mother said see soon, that thought away again. Anaphora. Anaphora is a figure of speech used in poetry. It is the repetition of a word at the beginning of clauses or phrases. Example, smile and smile. Metaphor is the direct comparison of two different objects without using as or like. Example, the merry children spilling. Simile. It is a figure of speech that directly compares two things using as or like. Examples given in this poem: her face ashen like that of, wan pale as a late winter's moon. Personification. Personification is used to attribute human qualities to inanimate objects. Example, young trees sprinting. Symbols. Symbols are used to express ideas or qualities. Examples, trees or sprinting, merry children, winter's moon. Imagery. Imagery is a poetic device used to create a mental picture. Example, doors open mouthed, trees sprinting, merry children, winter's moon. Repetition. It is the repetition of same words or phrases in the same verse. Example, smile and smile is repeated in this poem. Enjambment. It is the continuation of one line to another without using a terminating punctuation mark. Example, in this poem, only one sentence is run into different lines without the terminating punctuation mark. That's all about the poem, my dears. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel English Made Easy with SJ's English Tutorial. I will come back to you with one more topic. Till then, stay home, stay safe, study well and take care. Bye.